King of Sports, New Japan Pro Wrestling.
Welcome, everybody. Once again, New Japan Strong is on the air. We are on the Never Tour. Matchups you thought you might never see. Junior heavyweights versus heavyweights. Like, for example, we'll see ACH taking on Carl Fredericks. How about this one? A tag team match. It's going to be huge with the Gorillas of Destiny taking on Brody King and Flip Gordon. But what about that main event?
Kevin, how about the main event? Rocky Azúcar Romero versus Jay White. Are you kidding me? I cannot wait.
We get our first look as well at the first holder of Lions Break Crown in singles action. Clark Connors, he will have his hands full in our opener with Fred Rosser. Let's get to the ring.
オープニングマッチ15分一本勝負を行います。
So the winner of Lions Break Crown, good on you. You won, you did it. Now guess what? Now the real work begins because you got a target on your back.
You're so right. I mean, the captain,
LA 道場
Clark Connors.
84キロクラーク・コナーズ。
Well, let's see what happens here.
Coming off a win, getting the crown, facing off against probably one of the most experienced wrestlers he's faced off against, Fred Rosser. A powerhouse in his own right, technical, very smart wrestler. This will be a serious test for the young Clark Connors.
When FCW got started back almost a decade ago, Fred Rosser was there at its initial stages, kind of like the rebirth of the LA Dojo with Clark Connors, part of its first class.
Yes, absolutely.
85センチ
Fred Rosser, of course, going on to become part of one of the most dominant factions as well, the Nexus in WWE.
Went on to tag team title reigns and now, of course, traveling the world and telling his story and telling the story of hope for those who might feel overwhelmed with their circumstances.
I wonder what kind of hope he's going to give Clark Connors today.
Oh, and immediately Clark, very aggressive.
Look at that.
Going after Fred and Rosser backing out through the ropes.
I can see Rosser being frustrated. He tried to grapple with Clark Connors. Clark, obviously, like a rabid dog, able to fight him off.
All right, so Rosser here will come back in and immediately having to be on the defensive, backing him in, using Connors' aggressiveness against him, taking him over, side headlock.
Hard headlock takeover. Look at the torque that he puts on the neck of Clark Connors. Connors tries to leg scissor him, but Fred, too experienced, able to push that out of the way.
From the cravat, but in the ropes. And now we'll snapmare him over, throw him down.
Big tackle. Leg drop.
And Clark on the receiving end. Rosser's going to push him down, keep him right there. Let's see if we can get a victory. Gets a 2 count. Of course, Clark's LA Dojo mate, Carl Fredericks, can talk about how success can change you because it puts that target on your back. Carl Fredericks winning the 2019 Young Lion Cup, eventually getting the promotion beyond Young Lion status. And it's not easy. Sometimes you go from being the best Young Lion to being the lowest ranking member on the main roster.
Well, you're very right. Like you said earlier, he obviously became the Lions Break Crown winner. Now the hard work begins as he wrestles more experienced opponents such as Fred Rosser.
So that short boot into the ribs, and Rosser now is looking to capitalize.
Wow, Clark Connors is able to sweep the legs of Fred Rosser. Huge.
Wow, that spear, what a difference maker.
How fast was that? I did not see that coming at all.
Can you imagine being a wide receiver, going across the middle and catching a pass and thinking you're free and clear and having defensive back Clark Connors close in on you and drill you? That's exactly what Fred Rosser felt right there. Ooh, and that was a hard shot.
Fred Rosser trying to fight Clark Connors off of him. Wow, hard knife-edge chop to the chest of Clark Connors. Shoots him off. Reversal. Huge drop kick. You can see how punishing that drop kick was. I'm not sure if Fred Rosser knows where he is.
Fred Rosser got caught with that drop kick. And
now Clark Connors working the back of Fred Rosser, setting himself up for the Boston Crab.
a headbutt from Rosser. Yes, there was a pull of the hair to get there, and another spear. This time Rosser digs his heels in.
You can see that Rosser is a little bit taken back by the power and the viciousness and the tenacity of Clark Connors.
Well, Connors has earned that reputation. You know, kind of the word in the locker room when he was on tour with New Japan Pro Wrestling, everybody was saying how hard he hits and do not take him lightly.
He's got raw, pure power. I mean, what he's been able to do so far with Fred Rosser, a much bigger opponent, is incredible.
Rosser getting the boot up. Rosser using the hair of Clark Connors for leverage.
Well, that's what Rosser is so good at, able to use everything at his disposal. He's not shy about that. Hard club to the back of Rosser.
Belly to belly suplex. Wow. With emphasis, my goodness.
Did you see the air he caught on that? Rosser taking off his elbow pads. Hard body slam. Oh.
Right across the torso with that leg drop. And he'll keep him right there. Is this enough for victory? Two. Look at the way Rosser not only hooked the leg, but grapevine the other leg.
Very, very smart and experienced.
I was talking to our mutual friend, Dr. Tom Pritchard, about Fred Rosser. Again, so complimentary, has been following him here on New Japan Strong. Said the best is yet to come from Fred Rosser, but wait a second, Clark Connors turns it around.
So impressive what Clark Connors has been able to do so far. Going for the Boston Crab, will he be able to turn him over? Fred Rosser holding on to the leg, pulling the knee pad down of Clark Connors, and he's able to turn him over.
And now Rosser's in the submission hold. There he goes.
Will this be enough? Rosser reaching over for the ropes.
5 minutes has elapsed. 5 minutes.
So Fred Rosser.
You can see the anguish that he's in. Everybody that he's applied the submission to has fallen. And he's able to get to the rope, a much more powerful opponent. Wow.
Clark Connors was never able to get Fred Rosser to be completely flat and down on the mat. Rosser kept his arms underneath him and eventually was able to begin the path to wriggle to the bottom rope and got there.
Wow, huge, powerful European uppercut, knocking Fred Rosser to the floor.
All right, now Clark Connors might look for that spear again. He did that to Danny Limelight that changed the trajectory of the match. And gets caught with the knee.
Goodness.
The knee lift directly into the path of the spear, and Rosser will capitalize, Alex.
And he hits it. I think that'll do it. A much more experienced Fred Rosser.
Fred Rosser gets it done here in our opener.
What a match.
6 minutes. Your winner, Fred Rosser.
Wow, I mean, you can tell the kind of punishment that Rosser has taken during this match. You believe that he earned the respect of a much more experienced Rosser.
Once again, your winner, Fred Rosser.
So Fred Rosser was able to use the size, the experience, and the double knees to get the win here in our opener. Lions Break Crown winner Clark Connors will have to go back to work to figure out what is next.
I think Fred Rosser is impressed with Clark Connors.
Clark has always shown an ability to come back from setback and turn it around. It's the story that Fred Rosser preaches all over the world. What a great way to kick off This episode of New Japan Strong, we're on the Never Tour, and you are along for the ride.
第2試合15分一本勝負を行います。
The Never Tour featuring some matchups that perhaps you might not see, but this is actually a rematch. On the very first Lions Break event Carl Fredericks competed on, it was against ACH. A lot has happened for Carl since then, going on to win the Young Lions Cup, getting promoted to the main roster. ACH tried and true, we know what he can do. What happens here now that Carl and ACH will reacquaint themselves on New Japan Strong?
This is going to be an interesting matchup, you know, obviously a rematch, but this is a slightly different Carl Fredericks. He's on the main roster, he's been tested, he's got the opportunity to wrestle some of the greats, and he can hang.
青コーナー LA 道場185センチ100キロ G アルファウルフカルフレドリックス
The hangry Carl Fredericks. Hungry and easily angry with the biggest chip on his shoulder.
Going to have to control those emotions because ACH can certainly take advantage of that situation. You know, there's a little bit of similarity, too, between these two. ACH, a veteran now, and he's settled down quite a bit. But when he was on the rise, really coming up on the scene for the first time, they used to say cocky, arrogant, doesn't know his place, doesn't know when to shut his mouth sometimes.
Right.
And that's the knock on Carl Fredericks.
That's so true. Very good observation.
But,
ACH.
yeah, he's settled in and has rounded into a veteran now of professional
赤コー
wrestling.
ナー175センチ86キロ
Much more calm demeanor and focus. I've never seen ACH so focused as he is right now.
Now, I've talked to a couple of guys, and you know there is an adjustment period with competing in an arena setting with no fans.
Absolutely.
Because you are used to feeding off of that crowd. So
Yes.
there has been that, you know, slight getting used to. That's why as the matches get rolling, it seems like the guys begin to block out the lack of sound and focus on what they're doing in the ring.
Absolutely.
Talked with ACH about that a little bit, and he said, yeah, it's different. It is really, really different. But you once you get cooking, everything's the same.
Very true, and you know, because you're wrestling in front of no fans, you truly feel every hit, every chop, every shoulder tackle. You feel it to a higher degree because when you're wrestling in front of people, the adrenaline almost blocks out the pain. You can take more punishment.
And the hope is very soon that fans will be able to return to being great participants in the audience in New Japan. Of course, the progression has already begun and is underway with action in New Japan Pro Wrestling. We hope the same here for New Japan Strong very soon. And how about that big stomp into the chest from Carl Fredericks, who keeps ACH down just to 1 count.
Impressive for Carl to be able to take a very strong and explosive ACH to the ground. Staying in control with a snap European uppercut. You can see how that knocked ACH silly with his back turned to Carl Fredericks for a second. Able to catch him with the elbow.
And charging in, catching him with the boot. So ACH coming forward, sweeps the leg, nicely done. Wow. Drop kick.
Beautiful offense by ACH, you know.
But instead of the flare, let's go for the cover, smartly done. A different, younger, less mature ACH might have dipped up and celebrated, but instead, let's go for the win.
Absolutely. I mean, he also has a point to prove here in New Japan Pro Wrestling on njpwworld.com. He's here to show that he is a formidable opponent and should be considered for title matches and whatever other opportunities come along.
Here is a cover and a count. I can tell you the New Japan Pro Wrestling matchmakers have done a great job of being creative, of coming up with new concepts here for the fans on New Japan Strong. And what will come next week, of course, there will be an announcement made as to what will be next and what we'll see, and who knows, man. Anything is possible.
Well, New Japan Pro Wrestling is truly giving back to their fans right now, especially during this pandemic. I mean, If you're stuck at home, I mean, what better place to turn to if you're a fan of action, hard-hitting style, I mean, where you see talents like ACH, known all around the world, and up-and-comers, the future that is Carl Fredericks. And tight headlock by ACH and Carl Fredericks.
Trying to fight out. Does so with some shots to the midsection.
Beautiful drop kick. Knocking Carl Fredericks to the floor and goes for the cover right away.
2 and a kick out. So ACH and Carl Fredericks here in a gem of a match. We've got the main event of Rocky Romero, Switchblade Jay White to come, plus the Gorillas of Destiny against Brody King and Flip Gordon.
And Rocky Romero versus Jay White.
I said that. Rocky Romero versus Switchblade Jay White.
For a second, I wasn't paying attention to you. I think I was just paying attention to what I was going to say.
A little stomp on the toe there.
Oh, big chop.
I know you're super excited about seeing Rocky.
Absolutely. I'm also really excited to see Jay White.
Oh, your new favorite. Listen, Rocky's that steady that you always got, and I think, you're just a bit taken with Switchblade Jay White. But Rocky will always be there for you, always be loyal.
I feel the same way about Jay White, the way that G.o.D felt about Jay White when he betrayed Okada.
Yeah, again, selling what was a tremendous investment, if you think about it that way, in Okada, to make the investment in what could be a brighter future for Switchblade Jay White. That was the decision that G.o.D made a couple of years ago. And, man, wrestling has not been the same since. Now ACH continuing to pour the pressure on, and Carl Fredericks is trying to find an escape.
Able to fight out with shots to the gut. Trading shots and a big chop by ACH.
ACH has done a nice job of staying inward and not letting Carl Fredericks extend those arms. But there you see, snapping the neck and the back of ACH across his own. Fredericks now finds himself in the clear a little bit.
Got to be impressed with Carl Fredericks. A bigger man, but so quick. Stinger splash in the corner.
And now Carl will drag him out to the center. Here we go.
Backdrop.
Carl does not go for the cover. Instead,
Mario drop.
And a cover. Count of 2. So Carl Fredericks, who won the 2019 Young Lions Cup and parlayed that success into a future berth into the New Japan Cup. And, of course, has 2021 on his mind as we start to look here in the fall of 2020.
5 minutes have elapsed.
And to what can happen in the future. Here we go, Manifest Destiny.
Went for the Manifest Destiny, but ACH able to block it out, although Carl Fredericks turns into a sunset flip. ACH kicks out.
Fredericks a little quicker to the punch and getting to his feet, delivering underneath. ACH now.
Catches him with a snap DDT. Covers him for the pin right away.
2 and a kick out.
I can see ACH is a little bit frustrated, thinking like, what do I have to do to put this man down? Oh, I think he's planning to do something bad, something hurtful, and he's capable of it.
Here we go. Let's see if he can connect.
Tries to pick him up for the suplex. Carl blocks, putting his weight down.
Again, a lot of the damage that ACH has suffered affected his ability to lift Carl for that suplex.
Hard combination of shots.
Out of the way, the bicycle kick.
Huge super kick. Wow.
And now able. No, again,
wow.
Fredericks down.
Goes for the sleeper hold. Shades of Shibata. So impressive for him to even be able to do that after absorbing a kick to the face.
And could be going out. No, instead.
He hits it.
Manifest Destiny in the center of the ring, 2, and he got him.
Wow. That was very,
Time,
very
6 minutes
impressive.
and 22 seconds.
Man,
Here
Carl
is your
Fredericks has
winner,
got a chin on him.
Carl Fredericks.
Wow.
Once again,
So Carl
your winner,
Fredericks,
Carl
I think, is
Fredericks.
really starting to find his groove here on New Japan Strong. Back when we began this journey with Lions Break Collision, getting to see him still that puppy with big paws, the bright future and the big potential. But now he's, I think, beginning to settle in, feeling more confident, and the execution certainly there.
And what a big win over ACH. Definitely leaving an impression with all of us.
So the Gorillas of Destiny will face Brody King and Flip Gordon. There could be future tag team title ramifications in that one, plus our main event. Rocky Romero one-on-one versus Switchblade Jay White. New Japan Strong continues.
We will now take a short break to clean and disinfect the ring.
After a 19-month hiatus, New Japan Pro Wrestling returns in front of a live audience in the USA. Featuring Juice Robinson, David Finlay, Rin Narita, Shota Umino, Hikuleo, Jay White, Carl Fredericks, Clark Connors, Alex Coughlin, TJP, Fred Rosser, Brody King, Chris Dickinson, Leo Rush, J.R. Kratos, Tom Lawler, Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows, John Moxley and more. August 14th, 2021 at Los Angeles Coliseum. Tickets on sale June 30th, 2021.
What'd you up to?
Oh, I'm checking out new merch on Token Shop Global.
Oh yeah, they put out new products like every month. I just got a t-shirt.
I got a beautiful towel.
I just got boxers.
Oh yeah? I'm wearing them right now. I just ordered a mask. Good, the sooner the better, because I don't want to see your ugly face.
I love Token Shop Global.
I as well.
The stars of today and the legends of the past come together on your smartphone. NJPW Collection. Pick up cards from special draft events. Use your collected cards to form your own faction or exchange them for limited edition special cards. Check in live from venues or remotely from home to get special tickets and items. Add all of New Japan Pro Wrestling to your collection now. NJPW Collection.
第3試合20分一本勝負を行います。
This will be the toughest test for the Gorillas of Destiny here on New Japan Strong. We're on the Never Tour. Alex Kozlov and Kevin Kelly calling the action. The 6-time former IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Champions.
Hope the fans of njpwworld.com got their popcorn ready because we're about to see some hard-hitting action. God, I have to say, I've seen Tama when I was in Japan, just see him coming into his own, to see what he has become. It is incredible. I've also had the experience of clashing with his brother. What a powerful man.
The good bad guy. Tama Tonga!
Tonga Lao, a man of few words, but many punches, kicks, and power slams. Kevin, are you ready to go to hell?
No, I'm not ready to go to hell. Halloween is a week away and starting early with Brody King. Big bad Brody King and Flip Gordon. This guy scares the absolute hell out of me.
Oh, God.
No.
Grew up on punk music, participated in numerous mosh pits.
I heard he even destroyed a parked car making his way into the building today.
Yes, he was walking by a car, broke a mirror.
Brody King!
He's a walking disaster. He is King Kong.
Brody King and Flip Gordon, of course, team on a number of occasions, both from Ring of Honor. And the opportunity that they have here, it would be the biggest win in their tag team careers to defeat a team with the caliber and pedigree of the Gorillas of Destiny.
Absolutely. I mean, you got to admit that these two absolutely have the tools. They have the tools to beat the Gorillas of Destiny. But as you know, Gorillas of Destiny are masters of that sneaky style, the trickery.
88キロ ROH ザ・マーセナリーフリップゴード
What a specimen is Flip Gordon. Obviously got ready for this tour.
Yeah, Flip has definitely added some good size, and he's getting closer and closer to that heavyweight division. Big Bad Brody King, he's the biggest man, no doubt about it, here on New Japan Strong. He and Hikuleo hooked it up not too long ago. Would love to see a revisit to that. But the Gorillas of Destiny, the older brothers of Hikuleo, will tangle here with Brody King. Flip Gordon, bell sounds, and we're underway. Semi-final match here on this episode of New Japan Strong.
Tonga Lao and Brody King locking up, collar and elbow. Wow. I mean, Tonga Lao is very strong.
You say Tonga Lawa like it's a different enunciation. Is that I've always pronounced it Tonga Loa. You have some, is that a Russian way of saying a Tongan name?
It's a slight Kozlovism.
Ooh, catches him with a short forearm, and now cranking the side headlock. Brody King waist lock, aggressively shoving Tonga Loa into the ropes.
Two-man clash. Not being able to tackle Brody King to the ground. This is an interesting clash. Huge forearm to the face of Brody King, and a return of Brody.
Rocking and firing, both men.
Trading shots. The Tongans are known for having hard heads.
Wow.
Wow. Oh, and he pokes him in the eye.
Wild
That's the
swing
line.
and a miss. His vision is clouded, but had enough clarity to be able to deliver there in the tag. He needs one.
What a crossbody by a big man that is Brody King.
Don't ever take for granted the athleticism from either Brody King or Flip Gordon, knocking both of the Tongans backward.
I feel like Flip is going to do what Flip does.
Don't waste this opportunity. Oh, and the referee's distracted. Could not see it as Tama Tonga pulled Flip Gordon down before the springboard.
The Gorillas of Destiny are so good at distracting the referee and capitalizing on it.
Wooden stage right above, right to the adjacent side of the ring as Brody King feeling the power of Tonga Loa.
4
Tonga Loa
5
bashing the head of Brody King into the apron.
So in the blink of an eye and pull down of Flip Gordon from the ropes. The momentum is swung in favor of the Gorillas of Destiny.
Tonga Loa almost mocking Flip Gordon as he tries to make his way to his corner, but there's nobody there. Big power slam.
Sure, there's got to be a sense of relief. Wait a minute now, going to go for a cover here. This is a nonchalant cover. It's not even a cover.
That wasn't even a cover.
I don't know what the referee is doing there.
He's just showboating, getting in the head of already a down, concussed Flip Gordon.
I was starting to say, you know, again, got to be a sense of relief to have Brody on the outside be able to compete against Flip, but they can't waste this opportunity. Flip will certainly look to make them pay.
Beautiful senton by a very athletic, very talented Tama Tonga.
They're trying to poke the bear. They are trying to lure Brody King in to make a mistake here in a near fall. One thing the Gorillas have done in their rise is really cut that ring off in half, put their opponent not just at the center point, but deep into the Bullet Club corner. And as soon as the opponent begins to lurch across that invisible center line, more times than not, they'll find a way to drag them all the way back into that corner, make them go 20 by 20.
Well, there's a reason why they're the most dominant tag team in the world.
Suplex, yes.
Wow.
Floats right over into the cover and a kick out at 2.
Oh God, it's just watching Tama Tonga wrestle. He's such a rabid dog. So intense. So confident in his skills.
Amazing thing, you know, you think about second-generation athletes, the sons of Haku here, and the red carpet rolled out for them into the wrestling industry. Not only did mom and dad try to dissuade them from getting involved in wrestling, it wasn't even something they watched in their house.
Yeah.
Because they really didn't want that to be who they are as people.
Yes.
But again, finding their way into professional wrestling, it was their own idea. They made up their own minds. And they've done it their own way, no doubt about it.
Come on, Flip!
Flip Gordon.
You hear the order given to the former member of the U.S. Army, Flip Gordon, by Brody King.
Flip Gordon showing heart, chopping away at the chest of Tangaloa. Barely having much. Oh, what a hard by Flip Gordon.
And a palm strike there, right across the mouth. Open hand, defiant slap into the face.
Tangaloa so powerful. Picks him up for the backdrop. Will he be able to? Oh, Flip Gordon flips on his feet and drop kick to the face of Tangaloa. Will he be able to make the tag to the hellacious monster that is Brody King?
Let the violence begin. Brody King has been released.
Huge clothesline in the corner, tosses him into the rope, catches him, oh, and he slams him into the ground.
Watch out, Tama Tonga coming in from the blind side. Brody King shrugging it off.
That pisses Brody King off. Wow, what a high backdrop. Eliminating Tama Tonga.
So now Brody closes in. Huge sledge arm into the back.
A lot is on the line in this matchup. Can you imagine if Brody King and Flip Gordon were able to pull an upset on the best, most dominant tag team in the world, Gorillas of Destiny?
Sending him off the ropes. Coming across. Full head of steam into the spear. He had to put every ounce of energy into knocking Brody King down. Tangaloa was able to do it.
That is one way to slow down a monster that is Brody King.
Yeah, just recklessly dive head first. No regard for your own body and pray for the best results.
Sacrificing himself to neutralize the big man, and they make the tag to Tama Tonga.
Now
Flip Gordon.
Yep, Flip tagged in, springboarding in. Tama shoves him away.
Super kick to the gut.
These two might be some of the fastest professional wrestlers in the industry today.
Springboard.
Drives him down.
Come on!
Flip Gordon able to pick up steam, slams him down. Tangaloa makes the save. Brody King comes in.
Brody will make him pay for that, but Tangaloa with the leaping enziguri.
Is still up. Oh, Brody King eliminating Tangaloa to the floor on the outside, leaving Flip Gordon and Tama Tonga alone in the ring.
Tama Tonga yelling for his brother. Oh, Matrix-like escape.
Huge super kick, knocking Tama Tonga silly.
Up on the shoulders, watch out.
Tama elbowing out, able to escape. Catches him with a gun stun. My God.
Gun stun too, he got it.
So dangerous is Tama Tonga, able to hit a gun stun from any angle, any position.
Here
Cut him, cut Flip Gordon in midair.
Tama Tonga,
Wow.
Gorillas of Destiny.
And that is one of the reasons why the Gorillas of Destiny, even though they currently don't hold the IWGP Heavyweight Tag Team Championship, are, by many experts' estimations, the #1 team in pro wrestling today.
Absolutely. You know,
once again, your winner.
I definitely foresee them holding those titles very soon.
Oh, there is no doubt in my mind.
They're so good. So good.
Well, they've beat them all here on New Japan Strong. We're going to need more challengers for the Gorillas.
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, stay tuned for the main event. Rocky Romero and Jay White.
Switchblade, Jay White, Azuka Romero. That's our main event here on New Japan Strong. Folks, the Never Tour rolls on, but right now, a very important announcement.
来週 NJPW ストロングでニュージャパンショーダウンが始まる
Wow, 4-week showdown starts next week.
Can't wait, folks. It is going to be great. Make sure you're there. New Japan Strong and the Showdown Tour. It all gets underway next week.
本日のメインマッチ20分一本勝負を行います。
Hope you put your Pop-Tarts in the toaster and they're ready. We're about to see the sugar Rocky Romero face off against the one and only Jay White.
I'll take you back to June of 2019 in the Best of the Super Junior tournament. Rocky Romero came in a heavy underdog against the previously unbeaten Bullet Club El Phantasmo. The first main event for Rocky Romero in Korakuen as a single. Tore the house down. 27 minutes later, just 3 minutes shy of the time, he finally was able to tap out Phantasmo, get the win.
Incredible.
Chaos 六本木 3K Rocky Romero.
I bring that up not just to put Rocky over because it was fantastic, but because he has found a way to step up in these main event situations against Bullet Club members. But taking on Switchblade Jay White is a whole different kind of challenge. But I'll give you another. For example, this could happen again. Remember, it was Rocky who eliminated Jay White from that 12-man.
Eliminate him, throwing him over the top rope.
Yeah, okay, all right. I see what you're saying. Over the top rope, not pitting him, not submitting him.
He sent a message that he is capable of getting one over on the Bullet Club. Rocky.
Come on, man.
Obviously.
This is your time. You could do this.
Rocky, I support you, and I also support Jay White.
Kozlov has already signed up. He's in the Jay White fan club. He loves Jay White.
I do love Jay White. I mean, he is the epitome.
How you living life in the Switchblade era?
What a big matchup for Rocky Romero. Obviously, Rocky is no stranger to high-pressure cookers. He's been in lots of big, high-pressure matches. He's very familiar with this.
Yeah, but Switchblade Jay White, he says he single-handedly sold out Madison Square Garden. Don't let the facts get in the way of the good story, Jay, but nevertheless, this is our main event here on the Never Tour New Japan Strong.
青コーナー Switchblade Jay White.
Jay White, obviously, former IWGP heavyweight champion of New Japan Pro Wrestling.
No, he likes you. He likes you. Yes.
I would love his shirt. Will he throw the shirt at me? Everybody throws shirts at you. Why can't I get one?
All right, so Jeremy Marcus will be the official for our main event.
Rocky, this is some false confidence, man.
What a opportunity for Rocky Romero. His abuelita Maria watching from heaven,
Oh, that's
proud.
so great.
You think tipping me over the top is a big deal, huh? You think that equates to beating me, Rocky? Biggest moment of your career, huh? Biggest moment of your career. And what are you gonna do, huh? Are you gonna live up to it? Are you gonna live up to it, Rocky?
Oh! Huge slap by Rocky Romero. Goes for the pin. Will this be? Oh my goodness! What a way to start. Rocky obviously very focused, not letting Jay White get in the head of Rocky Romero. Asuka, my God.
And now Switchblade Jay White coming back in, swinging a miss with the clothesline. Rocky lighting him up with some forearms. Romero starting to cook now. Jay White reverses.
Rocky holds onto the ropes, kicks Jay White in the face.
Crucifix.
Goes for the crucifix pin. Will this do it?
1, 2.
Wow, second year fall. Rocky obviously came prepared. Huge chop. Jay White cuts him off in the corner. Hard buckle shot, follows up with a clothesline but misses, and Rocky goes for the forever clotheslines.
How long will this go on, Alex?
Probably for forever. Well, I guess not. I jinxed it.
Oh, inverted atomic drop in the DDT.
Wow, how fast the tides have turned. What a way to open this match. Incredible.
On the Never Tour, we have seen some never-before-seen matches. Some matches that fans never thought might happen between junior heavyweights and heavyweights. Such is the case here with Rocky Romero versus Switchblade Jay White in a singles match. It was Rocky who eliminated Jay White in the 12-man elimination. And New Japan Matchmakers very quickly signing this for our main event.
What an exciting match to see Rocky Romero face off against Jay White. Did you hear it? Did you feel the vibration of that chop?
The knife
Holy
edge chop
cow.
into the chest.
And a club to the back. Rocky collapsing to his feet. Jay with an arm wringer and a hammerlock. Wow, what an innovative submission maneuver, picking Rocky up on his back.
This is bona fide submission.
Wow.
Bringing out some new offense here out of the...
And a swinging neck breaker.
All right, so the cover, 2, and Rocky kicks out.
Jay White so confident, so cocky.
Jay wasn't so confident and cocky after he got eliminated by Rocky. Remember, he came up here, he sat right in this chair to our right.
He looked very frustrated.
Just a look of shock on his face. Couldn't believe he had been eliminated by Rocky.
Rocky Romero, obviously a student of the game, been in the business for 23 years, wrestled all over the world. Started watching wrestling with his abuelita Maria, who would make sugar-free Jell-O, mix it with a sugar-free ice cream, and they would have that as they would watch superstars wrestling.
Crashing into the turnbuckle. Rocky's contorting in pain.
The anguish on Rocky's face. Very reflective of the power and the damage being inflicted by Jay White. Jay White putting the work on the midsection of Rocky.
Rocky also, too, is Jay White mocking Rocky. Rocky was, of course, you know, such proximity to Kazuchika Okada.
Yes.
And the betrayal by G.o.D. Betraying Okada and joining Switchblade Jay White. And Rocky never forgetting about that. Reverberations throughout the wrestling world, and especially within the Chaos faction.
You know that G.o.D's watching right now. Watching his...
Wait a minute now. Backbreaker, 2, and a kick out by Rocky.
Rocky's still in the match, but taking a lot of punishment to the midsection and back.
Rocky, this is your big moment, buddy. Come on. Woo. You gotta continue.
Jay White talking smack, trying to really frustrate Rocky Romero.
Come on, then, man. Come on. Come on, man.
Disrespect.
Come on, Rocky.
Disrespecting the veteran that is Rocky Romero.
Come on, Rocky. It's your big moment. Come on, Rocky.
Picking Rocky up. Rocky unable to stand on his own 2 feet.
Come on. Rocky, wake up.
Oh, my
Huge
God.
knife edge chop, downing Rocky Romero in the corner.
Well, look right there at Rocky Romero as Jeremy Marcus is over.
Your height, huh?
And he's asking Rocky if he wants to quit. Does he want to give up? Can he continue?
Rocky's definitely not known to be a quitter. A never give up kind of
5 minutes has
attitude.
elapsed. 5 minutes.
Barely hoisting himself up onto his feet using the ropes.
Come on, where's that sugar?
Jay is so confident. He is completely just leaving himself wide open for whatever Rocky can do.
Come on, pop, harder.
He also really wants to punish Rocky Romero after being eliminated last week in the 8-man tag elimination match. Really punishing Rocky Romero. Look at that. Just really getting in the head of Rocky Romero. Rocky showing some heart with a hard elbow. Jay White still smiling.
If you could talk to Rocky right now, what advice would you give him, Alex? What would you tell him?
I would tell Rocky to stay focused, not to allow Jay White to get in his head. Take the punishment, and when you have a chance, fight back, be elusive.
Just like he's doing.
There you go, there you go. Stunning slightly, Jay White. Obviously, Rocky's still feeling the effects of all the damage he took to the back. Big elbow by Rocky Romero.
Wait a minute now.
Chop of his
Jay
own.
White starting to wobble on his heels a little bit.
Oh, God, you could hear the thud of that chop. That knocks all the wind out of you.
Now sending Rocky off the ropes, catching.
Wow, and he's able to spin into a spinning DDT, eliminating Jay White, escapes to the outside. My God, what a maneuver.
So Switchblade Jay White, who's been playing with, toying with Rocky when he's been in full control, and Rocky with just enough second effort to be able to connect with that huge spinning DDT.
6,
Buying himself some
7,
time to recuperate
8,
as Jay White is slowly
9,
getting up on the outside.
10, 11, 12.
And now Rocky, all that frustration coming forward. The drop kick from Romero. And now he's going up for his part of the strong zero finisher.
Springboard drop kick to the back of Jay White. Now if he can just get the cover.
Yes, he can. Yes, he can too. Oh.
Man.
So Rocky Romero and Switchblade Jay White in the main event here.
Rocky obviously still holding on to his back. Now this is vintage Rocky. Kicks, working the arm, as one of his submission maneuvers is an arm bar. This is a good strategy for Rocky now that he's in control. Working the arm of Jay White, using the ring as a weapon.
Every time that Rocky's been taunted by Switchblade Jay White since he joined Bullet Club, Rocky looking for a little get back here, driving the knee into the bicep. See the welts on the chest of Rocky Romero from the repeated knife edge chops of Switchblade Jay White.
Yeah, but would you look at that? Jay White is down and Rocky Romero is up.
Look at the way White is clutching that bottom rope.
Great ring awareness by Jay White.
One thing that Jay White normally does, has been unable to do, is take away Romero's best weapon. Because Romero has so many different weapons, Alex, it's difficult to game plan.
It's so true. Rocky Romero is so versatile. Jay White almost laughing hysterically.
When Jay gets in trouble, he'll retreat to the perimeter of the ring. He'll stay close to the ropes.
Very smart. Rocky needs to isolate him in the middle of the ring. Goes for a spinning DDT. Jay White able to push him off. Tilt-a-whirl backbreaker.
And the backbreaker stops Romero in his tracks. Switchblade Jay White shuts down the momentum of Rocky Romero.
You can see the pain in the eyes of Rocky Romero as the back injury is re-aggravated. Given just enough time to Switchblade to recuperate, recover from the punishment he took on the arm.
So many things that Jay White has said have come true, from his dismantling of Chaos and, oh, wait a minute now, set, delivered, Blade Buster. Here we go, cover, 2, hey, and a kick out.
You can see that was a more serious cover. He actually hooked the leg this time. I think he's taking Rocky a little bit more
10
seriously.
10 minutes have elapsed. 10 minutes.
Yeah, I was going to say that so many of the proclamations he's made have come true. Jay White didn't even really make a strong proclamation about beating Rocky Romero. He went in that confident. But at the 10-minute mark,
oh my God, hard knife edge chop.
Romero is still alive again. He beat, Switchblade Jay White beat Okada at Wrestle Kingdom in 14 minutes. And Rocky's lasted 10 so far.
Rocky's never give up attitude is obviously showing.
Oh, wait a minute, he's got that arm trapped. He's got that arm trap.
He got the Kimura on Jay White on the top rope.
But he can't win from here.
He can't win from there, and he can't hold on to it for too long. He only got until 5. Jay White fighting off. Oh, you can hear the anguish as Jay White screaming in pain. Look at that extension, how he hyperextends there.
Yeah, Jay White also went to the eyes as well. While the left arm was trapped, the right was free, and the fingers of Jay White into the eyes of Rocky Romero.
Jay White catches the boot of Rocky Romero, but Rocky catches him with the European.
Jay White charging in. Rocky catches him again, Alex.
Rocky goes to the top, goes for the spinning DDT and connects.
He hangs on.
Holds on. Goes for the suplex by Jay White. Blocks it.
White almost pancaking out.
You can see the desperation on Rocky's face as he tries to execute this maneuver.
Jay trying to almost deadweight him. He's got a hold of Rocky's leg. Be careful. Rocky firing forearms.
Big forearms. Oh, and he threw a close on Rocky, turns it over into the armbar. This is his specialty. Rocky has perfected this move over the years.
A monumental upset would happen. Rocky Romero on the verge of submitting Switchblade Jay White.
Jay White tries to reach for the rope with his legs. Will he be able to reach? Rocky cranking on that arm. Oh, and Jay White able to escape. Break the submission by putting the legs on the lower rope. My God.
Jeremy Marcus emphatically telling Rocky to break because that dangerous move right there, the arm of Switchblade Jay White in serious, serious trouble. Rocky continuing to pour the pressure on.
I know that I've become a Bullet Club aficionado, but how can you not be a fan of Rocky Romero? The heart he's showing, the skill and experience.
Here we go, here we go.
Going for the slice cutter. Jay holds on by the tights.
Looking for the sleeper suplex instead, Rocky.
Oh, Rocky able to crank on that arm. Spinning heel kick to the gut of Jay White. And a palm strike. Going for the shooting. Will he be able to connect?
Oh,
Jay catching on the shoulder.
Wait a second. Hold on. Blade Runner, no.
Rocky covers it. He goes for the backside.
Backslide.
Oh, my God. Was that a 3?
No, it was 2. Jumping knee strike.
Oh, my God. My God. That was so close.
Now he's got it.
Cover him.
Yes.
1, 2.
Yes.
Oh, my God. What a close call. My God. I am off my chair. This is nuts. Rocky got Jay White where he wants him.
One more time, do it.
Goes for the slice cutter, but Jay is holding on. Catches him with a backbreaker. Oh, my God. Jay White's so dangerous, so smart, able to see what his opponent is doing and capture him.
And now we'll close in for the kill. Blade Runner. Blade Runner on Rocky Romero, and it is over.
What a match.
Time, 14
What a
minutes
match.
and 12 seconds. Here is your winner, Switchblade Jay White.
So in almost the same amount of time that it took Jay White to beat Kazuchika Okada at Wrestle Kingdom a couple of years ago, that's how long Rocky was able to last. A moral victory,
again,
if you
your
want to
winner,
have one for Rocky
Switchblade
Romero.
Jay
But Switchblade Jay White, only the time that it took, 14 minutes. Oh, yes, indeed.
Jay White says he was having fun with Rocky Romero. I would have to say that Rocky showed a lot of fortitude, a lot of heart. Almost pinning.
Well,
Almost submitting Jay White.
almost. And Switchblade Jay White will get the final word here on this edition of New Japan Strong.
Kevin, you surprised? You surprised? No. Kozlov? You surprised?
I guess I'm not too surprised.
No, he's not surprised.
Of course not. It was Rocky Romero versus the greatest in the world. What do you think's gonna happen, huh? You think it's impressive because Rocky lasted longer than you think he should have with me? No. As I always tell you, I am in control of everything. At every single point, I am in control, and I showed it once again, huh? You think Rocky, maybe he's gonna get 2 in a row, get lucky twice in a row. Once throws me over the top like that matters. 2, maybe he's gonna beat me. After all this time, after all the betrayal that supposedly I did to him, and Okada, and Chaos. After all of that, Rocky, could you do it? Could you get one back for you and your team? No. Because I am the man has single-handedly sold out Madison Square Garden. I am the man. I am the man that is the number one asset in all of pro wrestling. I'm the last rock and roller, baby, and that's real. I'm King Switch. Rocky, you can't compare, you can't measure up both physically and just in the ring. I'm still King Switch, and you all need to still breathe with the Switchblade because it's still my new era.
Undeniable. Undeniable.
That's exactly the word, undeniable. Switchblade Jay White, when the time is right, when he gets an opportunity for gold in New Japan Pro Wrestling, you'd be smart to bet on him. Folks, it has been a wild ride here on this edition of New Japan Strong. I want to thank you for joining us. For Alex Kozlov, I'm Kevin Kelly, and we'll see you next week.